What's up, YouTube? So, yes, I'm back with another update involving T.S. Madison and Miss Netta. So, Tasha K went live and she gave her opinion. I think a lot of us has been waiting for the past 2 or 3 days because she was supposed to go live when it was more newer, but she didn't because I think she was on tour or whatever. But she finally gave her opinion on the situation, and I'm just gonna play briefly what she said because I'm not gonna play the whole 15 minutes. I don't have time like that. But basically, I'm gonna show y'all a snippet.
Madison cussing out Nella. Now her and Craig been over there just dragging Joe, Timothy versus Joe and Craig, and they was doing it during Pride Month. And I saw a couple of the videos because I was like, what is going on? Why is your own dragging your own? Why are y'all dragging? Instead of helping Joe pick out better clothes and talking about Joe's uh, uh, non-name brand clothes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wear everything. I wear non-name brand. Everything. I don't care. Everything I wear is non-name brand. I get my purses from H&M. They carry the same. They got the same chains. I just found out today that Dior, for their famous saddlebag, pays about $52 to produce a Dior bag, but they sell it to ignorant ass niggas like us for 3,000. Well, not me, y'all. Okay, a $52 bag. Hell, the Chinese are selling them more than that. $52 it takes to create these bags, to manufacture these bags in China or Bangladesh, okay? And then they sell them to y'all for $3,000, $4,000, $10,000. Because I'm telling you, I bought some saddlebags from this lady out her trunk, some Dior saddlebags, and my girlfriends thought they was real. They still think they was real till they see this video. I paid $100 a bag for them Dior saddlebags because the real price on them was $52. I'm gonna find out what these Birkins are going for. How much it costs to make these? Okay. But you notice they only sell them to folks who ain't never had shit in life. To make them feel like they somebody. The same way they be out here at these award shows making these celebrities like feel like they validated, and they come down there, they buy a dress, they take off, they buy flights. They don't even get flown in. They gotta pay for their own budgets to perform on the stage just to market their product. Meanwhile, these people are charging for everything down there, and y'all ain't making no money. That is crazy to me. So back to the LGBTQ not helping their own. There's nothing wrong with Joe wearing fake anything. Besides, Joe is wearing a fake wig. Timothy is wearing a fake wig. Timothy has fake boobs. Timothy has a fake butt. Timothy got fake lashes. So who cares about Netta wearing or Joe wearing the same thing you wearing? Because all y'all niggas is fake. You ain't no real one around here. Sorry. But Tasha K is. Now, I personally think TS, because she on Twitter right now because she knew this video was coming out. Oh, y'all saying I'm jealous. Y'all saying I'm this. Y'all bullying me. You were supposed to be having your fellow Negro back. You were supposed to be having man to man. Y'all were supposed to be having each other back. You were supposed to be helping Netta to level up when it comes to the wigs. But TS is always screaming, Timothy, I'm that girl. No, you're not. I'm that B. I get money. Girl, you're on live 5 hours a day with a Patreon just to make ends meet. We can talk, like, you really don't want me to break it down. And I personally feel, matter of fact, before I go into how I personally feel about how these two men feel about each other, here we go.
Had I not slid to that front door, bitch, and told the world that titties was at the top and dick was at the bottom, bitch, we still be living in the dark ages, girl. Ain't nobody took my spot yet, bitch.
See?
The fuck? My influence.
Who said anything about taking your spot? Hit dogs holler, bro. Hit dogs holler. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this. Keep going.
It's global. GLO global, bitch. Get up, glow. The fuck you think you supposed to be talking to when y'all be misusing my name or putting my motherfucking name in a sentence, bitch, backwards, bitch? Nah, bitch, Miss Netta ain't even a fucking trans, and I ain't said shit transphobic about this Netta. You bitches just be wanna feel some type of bitch. I'm never losing my money. I'm never losing my motherfucking spot. Ain't no bitch gonna come in and topple me because bitch I've been in this shit over a decade. And if a bitch was supposed to do it, they'd have been dead it. You ain't found one. I'm one of one, bitch. One of one. I ain't got no pressure with nobody. Get in and get your money. Even in me talking about Miss Netta and talking about it on my show, I was like, well, maybe they are in a space right now where they're coming up, and it's like, you know. And then I seen what's this girl name? XOXO girl. This I don't want to call her dead name. Gigi, saying that, you know, like, bitch ain't nothing. Listen, all y'all girls out here, in the pool. I don't give a fuck if y'all swimming. Bitch, I get real money all day, bitch. I don't give a fuck if y'all swimming. That don't mean a motherfucking thing to me, bitch. Nothing. I ain't got no pressure with Netta. I ain't got no pressure with Charlie. I ain't got no pressure with none because none of them moves. Ain't none of them bitches in my face. Believe me, when I sit in the rooms, ain't nobody talking about Netta. The rooms I sit in.
First of all, the rooms she came from were out of her basement filming. She was a worker. He was a worker. You know, he sold dick for a living, right? And let me tell you why I feel like TS or Timothy is somewhat kind of jealous of Netta, right? Netta's a little rawer than TS, you know. And I say this to say, and I don't care for neither one, but when I evaluate the brands and why Netta is getting more views and a bigger push than TS, is because Netta is like the closest thing to the people that are watching him or her in Charles. Everybody had a Netta in Charles in their neighborhood. The difference between now and back then, we didn't have social media. And so, you know, we always knew there was a dude on the street, but he lived with, we didn't know what it was, but we just never asked no questions, so we all assumed. The fact that they're now coming out with it, like, it's entertaining, it's new, it's fresh, Netta can reach, she's very, you know, there's a lot going on. It's like, it's just entertaining all around, whereas TS steals a lot of people's lingo, looks, because she stole her mama looks, you know, hairstyles. You know, I think Oliver said that she stole the verse that got featured on Beyonce's songs. Like, I don't think there's anything original about TS because TS screwed her way into Hollywood and used Kaya to get in the door, whereas Netta came in as pure talent, hood talent, neighborhood talent, because we all had one in a neighborhood that we lived at. And we all wanted to ask the questions that we get asked now. Netta didn't have to sell no booty to get where she going. And now she is sitting in the same rooms. She had a hit song, not a quote. She had a hit song on the radio. She's now on Love and Hip Hop. Whether she's being entertained at the BET Awards or not, she's hanging with all of these celebrities that it took you years to get, and her only 2 years. I personally feel that Timothy is jealous of Netta and is trying to use Craig the same way Claudia used Armand to attack Netta, to make Netta feel like she's not or he's not fashionable enough to get in the same rooms. And when people have caught on and called cap.
Anyways, I'm not gonna play this. It's way longer than that. Um, I'm gonna say that I slightly disagree with Tasha. As much as I do value her opinion when it comes to certain things like this, um, like I said before, T.S. Madison was not the one to say those things. Craig was. And because a lot of people don't know who Craig is, yes, T.S. Madison is going to get the drawback from that because she put him on her platform. The things that came out of Craig's mouth did not come from T.S. Madison's mouth. Now, she's basically insinuating that she's the one that fed him the lines that she couldn't say. I wouldn't even say it's that deep. I don't think that T.S. Madison cares that much. I don't think that she's jealous of Miss Netta. I think she's shocked at how people accepted Miss Netta so easily. That's where T.S. Madison's frustration kicks in. The one that seems to dislike her greatly was Craig. Those things came out of Craig's mouth, not T.S. Madison's mouth. Then she started, not T.S., Tasha started going in on the amount of money that each of them made, how much Miss Netta made, and how much T.S. Madison made, and how nothing that T.S. Madison is real, and so on and so forth. Talking about how she used Kaya to get in the thing. I don't agree with that. First off, when her and Kaya got together, we don't even know where Kaya came from. She just popped out of nowhere. And to this day, she's known for being one of the greatest readers on YouTube, on social media, period. From 2017 on. Um, Unless you watch adult entertainment, which I don't, you would already know who T.S. Madison was. Okay? So she was introduced to the YouTube sector and being a advocate for the transgender community from uh, maybe from 2015, 2014 on. I don't know. But when her and Kaya got together for the roasting and the Supreme Queen Court, whatever the case is, that's what really put them both on the map. It didn't work out, but T.S. Madison then decided to do her own thing and drive it forward. And then after that, we don't hear much from Kaya anymore. So I disagree with that statement that Tasha K made about T.S. Madison. Also, when she talks about financial gain, once you are on a record with Beyonce, T.S. Madison is going to get royals. My God, is it the royalties for that, for her voice being on Beyonce's song? She's gonna forever get paid for that. Miss Netta is not on that level. Now, I did not know that Miss Netta and Charles were doing Love and Hip Hop. I haven't seen anything. Then again, I don't watch cable, so I don't know. I haven't seen the commercials or any advertisements. But if they are, that's good for them. I don't think T.S. Madison would be jealous of that because I feel like she's a very private person. And I think she's even said before that she would do reality TV, but the problem is she don't want nobody figuring out who her nigga is what I believe she said. I don't need y'all trying to find out who I'm fucking with. She's very private. And because Netta and Charles are a couple, a public couple, there's no issue with going on reality TV and basically recording your day to day life. Like, it's not a problem. So I don't think that she's jealous in that sense. Again, I do think that she's slightly envious of how open the young people and the people on the social media are open to Miss Netta and Charles, being that Miss Netta does look the way she does. And she done put all this money into her body, and her body is a work of art, maybe some would say. And how she had to work so hard to basically become decently accepted versus Netta just becoming accepted with no work. And again, Tasha K is right about one thing. How you put your work in is your business. If you decide to sell peen and booty to get to where you are, then you can only get upset with yourself. Miss Netta and Charles, they make an honest living. And that's the only difference. I don't think T.S. Madison hates Miss Netta. I don't think she's jealous of her. I think Tasha K used this opportunity to stick it to T.S. Madison because Tasha K still has beef with her. And of course, she's going to report on it anyway. So I would say out of everything she said, 50% of what she said about T.S. Madison is false. I'm going to be fair. 50% of what she's saying about T.S. Madison is false. I don't think Miss Netta and Charles is making more money than T.S. Madison. They have been in the game for a short amount of time and they have gone far fast, but I think that they will burn out just as fast, if you understand what I'm saying. T.S. Madison is a beacon of some sort in the community, and I think she's here to stay. Now, how she's evolving, that's, that's up in the air. People change their minds about people all the time, influences all the time. That doesn't mean anything. But Miss Netta and Charles are not influencers. They are social media sensations. If I don't even know if that makes sense, but somewhere along the lines, that's where they are. I would not put them on the same level as T.S. Madison. The issue is, again, Craig is the one that said those things. Now, speaking of Craig, T.S. Madison went live yesterday, and she wanted to, be clear. Okay, she made a post on Instagram, and she also made a video. So let me show that to y'all right now.
Act up. They tell me he's a dog, though. Yeah, act up. hmm So I know y'all just saw my last post, what I posted on the wall. And I know y'all was looking at the last post. And I really wanted to clear the air on the last post. I know y'all been sending PhagTalk is getting ready to come back when I get home. Yeah, they found my bags. When I get home, PhagTalk is getting. I'm not worried about what they said. Act up. PhagTalk is getting ready to come back when I get back home. We're gonna be doing PhagTalk live on on Thursday. So if you have not got your tickets, get your tickets to come out to the live show for PhagTalk Live. Y'all have been sending me in information about certain people, certain situations that I addressed the other day that I don't want to address anymore. Y'all sending me these things in. Y'all sending this stuff into Craig. Y'all tweeting me. So I made the post just to let y'all know I'm ignoring all of it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Please do not message me about it. Do not do the stuff because I'm not talking about it. I am not talking about it. Plus, when we come back on Fag Talk, I'm in the process of moving. I'm going to be out of my house, out of my old house by the end of July, so that August 1st we can get the stuff ready to work on the starter house. I am not talking about any of the icons and the couple of the year. I'm not talking about that. Y'all have bullied me. You have told me that I was a motherfucking transphobe. And I was doing transphobic things. Y'all said out of my mouth that I have allowed Craig, who is a grown man, who's actually older than me. Craig is older than me. You have said that I have allowed these things on my platform. Y'all have totally looked over all of the videos and things like that where I have been in defense mode. You have totally looked over all the videos where I have taught people how to use they and them pronouns, she and her and they and them. Y'all have totally looked over that. You've totally done that. And so because you've done that and you've bullied me, but this is the first and the last time that I'm going to motherfucking allow y'all to bully me into doing that because I'm not finna be going through it. And it's not the fact that I can't take the heat. It's just the fact that I don't want to do or go in a space that I don't want to go into. And so because of that, I have scratched them off. Y'all could do all the commentary y'all want. Y'all could do all the stuff y'all want. The fact was this fag is not doing it. And the moment that the other fag get on there and start doing it, I'm gonna press the end button because I'm not going through this. This will not be how our show. This is not how our show is going to be done. But I want to say, I'm going to make this disclaimer right now, okay? Hi, my conscious sister, I love you. Another gate? They done moved the gate, girl. They moved the gate. Girl, we just got a message from Delta saying they moved the gate.
Damn, but we don't leave till 7 now.
It says 7 p.m.?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's this
7:20.
last cruise on Delta Flight 395 to Atlanta. We do have a new departure time. The new departure time is going to be at 8 o'clock. We're still working on the new on the gate. We still.
All right, time out. I'm gonna try to read this right. At the bottom, it says, I was told I am responsible for the way my co host comments on events and stories in pop culture, and I must adhere to the demands of the community police. Uh, yes, it's Craig can do whatever he chooses on his platform, but I will not be participating in any of the commentary around the couple of the year. Okay, girl. This is really bothering me. I was with T.S. Madison until we got to this situation. Because once again, yes, I told T.S. Madison to hold Craig accountable. Fine, no problem. But if that's your co-host and that's your friend, you supposed to go down with him. You're not supposed to throw him under the bus like that. Yeah, I didn't like how Craig was moving with the whole Miss Nutter situation. But you sit here talking about something, oh, he's older than me. He's older than me. You know how many times, first off, this is not the first video where T.S. Madison claimed that Craig was older than her. What the hell does age have anything to do with integrity, with showmanship? Like what that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Okay? And then it's always he's a grown man. He's a grown man. He can say what he wants. So basically, instead of saying we apologize or we won't do it again or it was a misunderstanding on our part, team words like we, us, it's he, him. Craig, that's a grown man. He's older than me. I'm like, no, ma'am. Do not separate yourself from Craig when shit hits the ceiling. If that was your co host, y'all go down together and y'all come back up together. But don't sit there and separate yourself from him when you know good and well you was egging him on. And Craig has said a few times, and I wish I could put it up, but I ain't have time to really prepare for the video. Craig has said a few times, how did Miss Netta and Charles, how did that thing end up on my desk? He said this a few times, even on the last video that they did. He said it was T.S. Madison that started the whole Miss Netta situation. And then Maddie was like, don't do that. And Craig is right. T.S. Madison is the person who owns and runs the show. Anything that Craig talks about is because T.S. Madison put it on the docket. Because Craig, I agree with what Craig said. He said, first off, he don't even like Miss Netta and Charles. So why would he talk about them willingly? I think he dragged them because it was brought to him and they was keen about it. They was key. Oh, that's so funny. He's so funny. But that's not something he would do personally because I was actually following him and I went to his page and you would never hear him talk about them. Never. Never. You go to Craig's page, it's inspirational, it's calm, it's all these good things. It's never anything that he says on the Fact Talk, it's never poured over onto his personal channel. Okay, so I believe Craig on that one. I think Maddie did the throw the rock and hit her hand. That's exactly what happened. And now she gonna sit here and say he could do what he chooses on his platform. Well, what kind of damn friend are you? And those are the conversations that you have on the phone. You do not put that on social media. If you have a problem with Craig or you feel like you disagree with the things that he's doing, why are you disagreeing now that you got caught? You didn't disagree with it 3-4 months down the road when y'all kept bringing up Miss Netta. You didn't have an issue then when he was doing it. You only have an issue with him now because people called you out on it because it was your show on your platform. And I don't think it's right to throw Craig under the bus because you got caught and you got in trouble. Because yes, Craig is the one that did the talking, but it was on your channel. And people are saying you got to be held accountable, and you don't want to be held accountable. So she's really saying like, yo, he can do whatever he wants. But and even she just said, if we're going live and this fag here, I'm not gonna say this, but if that fag over there, says something, I'm just gonna end the live. At what point is it an equal job opportunity for the both of them? It seems like it's gonna be T.S. Madison show no matter what. Talking about fag talk, it's me and Craig's show. You seem to be the only one pulling all the strings behind the scenes. Talking about I'm gonna end it if he says something that I don't agree with. At this point, who's the child and who's the parent? Because it's not giving equal pairs. That's not what it's giving. I'm low key shocked because I did not see it going in this direction. Is Fact Talk in jeopardy? Because I truly believe that they are not in the best place. For T.S. Madison to say these things, and for Craig not to respond, or Craig didn't like the post, or Craig didn't repost the post, something's going on. Because the only person that's doing all the talking is T.S. Madison. Craig has not said a word since last week. Nothing. Hasn't said anything. He's made a few posts here and there about other things that has nothing to do with PhagTalk, but T.S. Madison is the only one running her mouth about the situation. Craig hasn't said anything. And she's literally tagging him at yes, it's Craig. Tagged him. He didn't say a damn thing. Talking about this man, talking to this man, talking at him like he's a child. He could do what he want on his platform, but I will not, capital letters, not be participating in any of the commentary around the couple of the year. He could do what he want to do on his platform. Girl, that is shadiness. That is shadiness. So this is one video where where she repeated that he is older than her. Then you go on T.S. Madison's channel on YouTube. When she addresses the Miss Netta situation, she says it then also. He's a grown man and he's older than me. He is older than me. He is older than me. I'm not sure why T.S. Madison keeps bringing up age like that means anything. But I can honestly tell you that this is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end. PhagTalk is not going to be around as long as you think. It might be around for a while, but not as long as you think, because when two people are not on one accord and they're supposed to be teammates, they leave room for situations like this to happen, and it seems as if they're not communicating directly with each other. You over here putting statements out. Pick up the phone and call Craig. How about y'all talk about that amongst each other? Why are you making a post and then tagging him in it? And then it got so bad to the point where I went to Craig's Instagram, and yo, every post that he made, the comments are not limited. The comments are limited. You know how when people are going through something, especially celebrities, and people just start, throwing anything into the comment section, even old stuff. And that's what he did. He just limited his comments because he don't want people commenting about the Miss Netta situation. I'm like, dang. But T.S. Madison is taking it harder than Craig. Craig is at least handling his with a little bit of grace or some integrity or something. He gonna be quiet. Then damn, he just gonna be quiet. But T.S. Madison, girl, you're talking a lot. You're talking a lot, and it wasn't even you. So my thing is, this shows me that when it gets hot in the kitchen, you leave. You can't even handle the shit. Craig is supposed to be your friend, and I feel like you're not doing what a friend would do. So just like the rest of y'all, I'm going to watch and see how this PhagTalk unfold. But I do not think it's going to end well. And to see if if PhagTalk ends, then this is basically what happened with Supreme Court with Kaya. It's the same thing. And then if the same thing continues to happen, then are we going to say if Kaya was wrong or if T.S. Madison was wrong? If another show doesn't work out and T.S. Madison is the common denominator, are we going to admit that it's not the other people, but it may be T.S. Madison? It's just a thought. I play fair. I definitely play fair. I'm not a hater. When T.S. Madison is right, she's right. When she's wrong, she's wrong. And I feel like in the case of Craig and PhagTalk, I feel like she's not playing fair with him, her co-host. If one of y'all mess up, y'all all mess up. Y'all got to take that L together. You can't separate him from you and say what he's going to do on his platform and what you're going to do. If that's the case, then he could just make his own platform and people could just tune in to his show. But at this point, it's not a show that both of you guys are controlling. It just seems like Madison is the only one controlling the show. Not Craig, because Craig hasn't said anything. And T.S. Madison is the only one calling on the shots. So, yeah, y'all, that's it. I'm not trying to go over half an hour. So, if anything comes up, I will be back. But if not, y'all have a good night.